Hello students. Last class I discussed about Pindas algorithm. Hope the concept was clear. So Pindas algorithm concept is very important, right? So in today's class I am going to discuss version species and the candidate elimination algorithm. So basically this section will describe a second approach to concept learning, the candidate elimination algorithm that addresses several of the limitations of Pindas algorithm because in last class as I have addressed some of the questions or the challenges or the limitations of Pindas algorithm. So they can be overcome by this particular approach, that is candidate elimination algorithm. Here you can notice that although the Pindas outputs a hypothesis from capital H that is consistent with the training examples, but this is just one of the many hypotheses from capital H that might fit the training data equally well. The key idea in the candidate elimination algorithm is to output a description of the set of all hypotheses consistent with the training examples. Surprisingly, the candidate elimination algorithm computes the description of this set without explicitly enumerating all of its members. This is accomplished by again using the more general than partial ordering. So this I discussed in the last class, that is more general than partial ordering. So this time is to maintain a compact representation of the set of consistent hypotheses and to incrementally refine this representation as each new training example that is encountered. So the candidate elimination algorithm has been applied to many problems such as learning regularities in a chemical mass spectroscopy and learning control rules for heuristic search. So like this, the candidates algorithm, it can be used, it can be applied to solve many problems. Here, the candidate elimination algorithm provides a useful conceptual framework for introducing several fundamental issues in machine learning. Okay, first let us see the representation part. The candidate the candidate elimination algorithm finds all the describable hypotheses that are consistent with the observed training examples. In order to define this algorithm, we begin with a few basic definitions. First, let us say that a hypothesis is consistent with the training examples if it correctly classifies these examples. And here you can note down this definition. The definition says that a hypothesis H is consistent with a set of training examples, capital D, if and only if h of x is equal to c of x for each training example x c of x in capital D. So there is a formula that is the representation, right? Consistent h comma d is equivalent to for all x comma c of x belongs to capital D. The condition is h of x is equal to c of x. So here you can notice that the key differences between this definition of consistent and our earlier definition of satisfies. An example x is said to be satisfy the hypothesis h when h of x is equal to 1. So regardless of whether x is a positive or negative example of the target concept. However, whether such an example is consistent with small h, it depends on the target concept where whether h of x is equal to c of x. This is what the main condition, that is h of x is equal to c of x. Then you can say that that hypothesis h is consistent with the set of training examples. The candidate elimination algorithm represents the set of all hypotheses consistent with the observed training examples. The subset of all hypotheses consistent with the observed training examples. Means that the candidate elimination algorithm represents the set of all hypotheses consistent with the observed training examples. This subset of all hypotheses is called as the version space with respect to the hypothesis space capital H and the training examples capital D. I hope version space is clear. What is meant by version space? So I'll repeat this. The candidate elimination algorithm represents the set of all hypotheses consistent with the observed training examples. The subset of all hypotheses is called as version space with respect to the hypothesis space capital H and the training example capital D, because it contains all the versions of the target concept. So the definition says that is the definition of version space. The version space is denoted by Vs H comma D. Actually, this H comma D is the uh, suffix here. Suffix in the sense subscript. Vs subscript H comma D. Right. So this is with respect to the hypothesis space capital H and the training examples capital D is the subset of hypothesis from capital H consistent with the training examples in capital D. So its representation is Vs a subscript H comma D is equivalent to H belongs to, actually this is belongs to, right, small h belongs to capital H or a consistent of H comma D. So this representation will it will describe this particular definition. So this is what the representation of this version space. So here I have picturized this is what the illustration of version space with respect to the hypothesis space. So this is version space. So this is just like a subset here. That's why I told this is the subset of all hypotheses. So is it clear? So version space is the set of all hypotheses that are consistent with the observed training examples. That's why here I have illustrated version space as the subset of the hypothesis space. The next concept is list then elimination algorithm, right? So one way to represent the version space is simply to list all of its members. So this will lead to a simple learning algorithm, which might call the list then elimination algorithm, which is defined here in this table, right? I hope this is clear. That is a list then elimination algorithm. I'll repeat. This is what one way to represent the version space means. This is the other way. Usually we know that one way to represent the version space is just to list all of its members. So this will lead to a simple learning algorithm, which will call it as a list then elimination algorithm, which is defined in this particular table, right? Here the list then elimination algorithm first initializes the version space to contain all the hypotheses in capital H, then it eliminates any hypothesis found inconsistent with any training example. So this is what the very first step. What this algorithm will do is the list then elimination algorithm. First, it will initialize the version space to contain all the hypotheses in capital H. Then it eliminates any hypothesis which is found inconsistent with any training example. Here, the version space of candidate hypothesis will shrink as more examples as observed until ideally just one hypothesis remains that is consistent with all the observed examples. This is what the desired target concept is. If insufficient data is available to narrow the version space to a single hypothesis, then the algorithm can output the entire set of hypotheses which is consistent with the observed data. So usually in the principle, That is, the list then elimination algorithm can be applied whenever the hypothesis space capital H is finite. So this you have to note down. So usually list then elimination algorithm is applied whenever the hypothesis space is finite. It has many advantages, including the fact that it is guaranteed to output all the hypotheses which are consistent with the training data. So unfortunately, sometimes it requires exhaustively enumeration of all the hypotheses in H, as it is a very unrealistic requirement for all, but most of the trivial hypothesis spaces. So this is what the version space and the less than elimination algorithm relationship. A more compact representation for the spaces. Let us see the more compact representation for the version spaces. Here, the candidate elimination algorithm works on the same principle as the list and elimination algorithm. However, it will employ a more compact representation of the version space. Yes, of course, it is bit compact as compared to the version space. Particularly, the version space is represented by its most general and the least general members. These members they will form the general and specific boundary sets that will delimit the version space within the partially ordering hypothesis space. So to illustrate this representation for the version spaces, consider the enjoy sport concept. Again, you consider the same concept learning problem, that is enjoy sport concept learning problem, which is described here in this particular figure. So you can recall that given four training examples from this table. Here the finders output the hypothesis as H equal to sunny, comma warm, question mark, comma strong, comma question mark. So this hypothesis we got from the finders algorithm, right? This is just one of the six different hypotheses from capital H that are consistent with these training examples. So all six hypotheses are shown here. So they constitute the version space relative to the set of data and this hypothesis representation. The arrows among these six hypotheses indicate the instances of a more general than relation. The candidate elimination algorithm represents the version space by storing only its most general members. So candidate elimination algorithm will represent this version space by storing only the most general members and its most specific members. Given only these two sets, that is S and capital G, so it is possible to enumerate all the members of the version space as they are needed by generating the hypothesis which lie between these two sets in general to specific partial ordering over the hypothesis. So it is possible that we can represent the version space in terms of its most specific and most general members. Below we define the boundary sets, that is capital G and capital S precisely, and prove that these sets will do the or it will represent the version space, right? Here you can note down some definitions. So rest of the concepts I will discuss in next class. Thank you.